Alright, so first things first, one of the things that I needed to learn at the start of my Amazon journey is that I needed to decide on what type of Amazon seller I wanted to be. And the reason why I say this is because there's different types of Amazon selling accounts that you can open up. For example, you can have an Amazon FBA account, which is fulfilled by Amazon, or you can have an Amazon FBM account, which is fulfilled by merchant, or you can even open up an Amazon merch account, which is basically where you're going to be doing print on demand, so you don't really have to have any stock on hand. So there's various different types of Amazon accounts that you can open up. So one of the first things that I needed to decide is what type of Amazon seller did I want to be. Now, if you're new to the world of Amazon, the difference between fulfilled by Amazon and fulfilled by merchant is that with the fulfilled by Amazon option, what you're going to do is send stock to an Amazon warehouse. And whenever you make a sale, Amazon is going to ship it directly to the customer. However, fulfilled by merchant, which is FBM, this is where you're going to hold the stock in your house or in your office space, and whenever you make a sale, you're going to be responsible for shipping out the orders yourself. So in the early days of me deciding to sell on Amazon, I needed to first figure out which type of account I wanted to open up. Did I want to send stock to an Amazon warehouse? Did I want to ship out the stock myself? And initially, I tried all of the different options. I sent stock to an Amazon warehouse just so that I can see the whole process, to see whether or not I'm going to be able to make profit in terms of the storage fees that Amazon was going to charge me, and just to kind of get an idea of how the whole Amazon FBA process worked. And I also tried the Amazon FBM option too. So for a couple years, I was shipping out the orders myself. I ended up hiring people to help me fulfill all of the orders that we was getting through our Amazon store. So my advice for anyone out there that's thinking about selling on Amazon, do the research and see which one is best for you and your business, for the type of items that you're selling, because whichever option you go with is going to come with different fees. If you decide to go down the route of doing Amazon FBA, where you send it to a warehouse, Amazon are going to charge you fees for them to store your products in their warehouse, and depending on the weight of your items, depending on what time of the year they're holding your items, you're going to get charged different fees. And when it comes to doing Amazon FBM, you might be a little less competitive because you may not be able to get the orders to the customers as quick as Amazon will if a seller's using Amazon FBA. So these are the things that you need to think about as soon as you decide to start selling on Amazon. Moving on to one of the next things that I needed to learn when it came to me starting my Amazon business, which is that Amazon may not be the best online business to start, but it definitely is one of the best long-term businesses to build. And the reason why I say that it's not one of the best online businesses to start is due to the fact that it's a physical product business. And one thing that I've learned when it comes to building various different physical product businesses, whether it's on Shopify, eBay, or Amazon, is that there's definitely a few cons that you need to be aware of at the start of building the business so that you're fully aware of what you're getting yourself into. Like, for example, you're going to have to deal with things like delayed shipping times when it comes to you receiving your stock or your inventory from your suppliers. You're also going to have to deal with customers wanting to return the orders. You may have to also deal with things like faulty items and faulty returns and just things like that. But when I say that it's also one of the best long-term businesses that you can build, this is because when you're building a physical product business and you brand it, essentially you're building a company that you can sell in the future. One of the best realizations that I've had when it came to building all of my e-commerce businesses is that I'm building an asset. And when you build an asset that produces cash flow, you're now going to be able to sell the asset for money in the future. So not only are you going to be able to benefit from the monthly cash flow and the monthly profits and the monthly income that you're going to pay yourself, but down the line, the more you build up the brand, the more you're going to be able to ask for a decent amount of money if you ever do decide to sell that business. So even though you're going to go through a lot of headaches, a lot of ups and downs whilst you're trying to build up your Amazon business, if you build it in the right way and you brand it in the right way and you treat your business like a system and like an asset, eventually you're going to benefit from all of the hard work that you're putting in down the road. And learning this fact early on whilst I was building up all of my e-commerce businesses helped me structure things in a better way and helped me approach things in a more professional way. Moving on to one of the next things that I needed to learn when I first started selling on Amazon, and what you guys need to know if you're also considering to build a business on Amazon, which is that Amazon is a search engine, which means that you need to make sure that you understand how SEO works, which is search engine optimization. When visitors go onto Amazon, what they're doing is that they're going to type something into the search bar and they're going to search for a specific item using specific keywords, which means that it's your job as the seller to make sure that you're using the right keywords within the title of your item as well as in the actual listing itself. The more research that you do when it comes to knowing what keywords are best for you to use for the products that you're selling, the better chance that you're going to have for you to end up on page 1. So I've just jumped onto Amazon now and I've typed in a random product, which is Bluetooth speaker. So majority of customers are going to go onto Amazon and just type in a simple keyword like this, Bluetooth speaker. And what I'm going to do is quickly show you exactly where you need to place your keywords, just so that Amazon knows exactly what your product is. So if we look at this one, which is one of the top ones in the list, I'm just going to click into it. So first things first, you need to make sure that you're using as many keywords in the actual title. So this section right here is the title. And as you can see, this sellers use keywords like 10 watt, portable, wireless, Bluetooth speaker, stereo, waterproof, playtime, mini speakers. Essentially, the title is just jam-packed with a bunch of keywords. Not only that, you need to make sure that in the about this item section, you need to make sure that you're filling it with as many keywords again, as well as in the product description section, you need to make sure that you're putting as many keywords as possible. The more keywords that you put when you're listing your item on Amazon, the better chance that you're going to have to end up on page 1. And this is one of the things that I'm really happy that I learned in the early days, because once I figured this out and once I understood that Amazon was a search engine, I was now listing my items in a better way and I was able to get better results. One of the most important things that I needed to learn when it came to selling on Amazon, which is that they have a lot of rules and regulations and things that you need to follow as a seller. Otherwise, you're going to get your account banned or restricted. Now, over the many years of me selling on Amazon, my account has been restricted various different times for various different reasons. And this is mainly due to the fact that I didn't do the right research to see exactly what I was allowed to do and what I wasn't allowed to do when it came to selling specifically on Amazon. And the main reason for this is because initially I was selling on eBay for around a year prior to me actually signing up to Amazon, and I got good results on my eBay account. I was able to scale my sales to around $40,000 per month, $60,000 per month. And because of that, I wanted to now branch out to other platforms. And when I started selling on Amazon, I just assumed that eBay and Amazon had similar rules and regulations of what you could do and what you couldn't do. And this was a mistake on my part, because I should have spent time to do the right research to see exactly what Amazon expect from their sellers. Like, for example, one of the main differences between selling on eBay and selling on Amazon in terms of what eBay and Amazon expect from their sellers is that Amazon expects you to respond back to customers within 24 hours. So if you get a message through your Amazon Seller Central account and you don't respond back to the customer within 12 hours, 24 hours, Amazon are going to see this as you not doing the right thing and you're going to get alerted because of it. However, eBay doesn't necessarily care if you respond back to a customer within 24 hours, 48 hours. And because of this, this is one bad habit that I carried on from eBay over to Amazon. And it's not that I wasn't responding back to customers on eBay, because of course, every single time I was responding back to them. But it was a case of the customer sending a message, letting us know that they had a query about something, and then we would respond back within 10 minutes, maybe 1 hour, responding to their query. They would respond back and say thank you. However, the way that it works on Amazon is that if the same thing happens and the customer says thank you, because there's an open message and we haven't responded back to it, Amazon are going to see it as us not responding back to the customer. So we need to mark it as no need to respond, or we need to do something with the actual message. If not, Amazon are going to assume that the case is still open and it's been 48 hours, it's been a week since we haven't dealt with the customer's question. So this is just one of the main differences between eBay and Amazon. And there's various other mistakes that we made when we first started our Amazon business. And that's the reason why I always advise people to go onto this page on the Amazon Seller Central website and double check exactly what you can do and what you can't do. As you can see right here, it says selling policies and seller code of conduct. On this page, Amazon are going to break down everything you need to know as an Amazon seller so that you can make sure that you build up your Amazon account in the right way. So those are just some of the main things that I wish I knew when I first started selling on Amazon many years ago. Now, if you want to watch another video that I made not too long ago, where I break down a step-by-step understanding of everything you need to know when it comes to actually building your Amazon store from scratch, I'm going to leave that video right there. Make sure you watch that video straight after this one, because it's helped out so many people. I've gotten a lot of good feedback, a lot of DMs to my Instagram of people saying that that video helped them when it came to starting their Amazon business. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button. It really helps out the channel in a big way. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released that's going to help you guys out with your eBay business, Amazon business, Shopify business, or even just generally making money online videos. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the video. I'm trying my best to respond back to as many people as possible. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.